When did you decide to pick up hip hop? How old were you?
12.
12.
Yeah.
When you started writing your first rhymes?
I fell in love with hip hop at 12. Sugar Hill Gang. That was it.
That was it, baby.
And then when I moved to Dallas, I knew that was it. Got here, parents divorced shortly after my dad went back to Ohio, and music became my refuge.
Yeah.
And Run DMC, it's like that. That was like, I knew that's what I wanted to do. I always used to sing. I was in the choir. I wasn't a great singer, but you know, I carry a tune from here to the door.
Yeah.
And just wanted to be a part of music. So and hip hop saved my life. Hip hop changed my life. Hip hop made it possible for me to be here today.
So many brothers it has, and sisters. And so what you're telling me, let me ask you this question. You fell in love with it during about the same time I did, Rapper's Delight. What song was it that just said, maybe I just heard you, was it Run DMC that just said, you know what? Oh,
it's like that. Like Sugar Hill Gang was cool, and you know I remember being at our 6th grade graduation party and Curtis Blow, the breaks. But when It's Like That came,
yes,
that like Run DMC, that was it. Like if you ask Bumblebee, I was DJ Run.
Yeah, Run was a beast back then, wasn't
Absolutely.
it? Oh my God, he had so much swag back then, but we didn't even know what it was. He had a lot of sauce about him. And mine was Grandmaster Flash.
Yep.
Don't put me caught out. Ooh.
Yeah, all those records, but no, Run.
Yes. That was yours.
Yeah, that was it. Just because, you know, just the swag, the wordplay, the enthusiasm, and you know, a lot of people, you know, again, if you know me from back then, and shout out to my homies from Cleveland, a few of them who live here in Dallas, Fort Worth now. You know, I was a nerd.
Yeah.
You know, scared. You know, listen, got bullied the whole nine, right? And I always tell people, like, moving to Dallas, like, it changed my life in so many ways. One, because when my dad went back to Ohio, I became the man of the house.
You are the man of the house. And you acted like it too.
I had to toughen up quick. I mean, I didn't really know anybody. I didn't trust anybody. I got tried a few times, but I had to stand up. And it was funny because when you talk about moving to different places and becoming a different person, I became what I needed to become in order to survive.
Yeah. And I can see that, you know, in hindsight. I didn't know that about you. You know, I did, but hearing you say it now, I can remember those times, you know, and you were looking at Azim, you know, I don't even know if you want to go back to that old name.
Go back to Gino Def?
Yeah, if you looking at
if you know me, you know Gino Def.
Yeah, if you knew Gino Def, you would think, oh, that's just a fun-loving kid. He's a jokester, he's a prankster, just looking at him. But talking to him, it was something completely different. You was on another level as far as adulthood.
Had a lot on my mind, bro.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? We were kids. Yeah. You know, 18, 19 years old in college, and you was the man of the house. Little brother, little sister, and mom. Yeah. Yeah, and you was acting like a grown man. I never could figure that out. I was like, I seem square, man.
And shout out to Jaye, my mother.
Oh, really?
Azim Rashid, because I mean, listen, she did the job too, as a lot of mothers and some fathers have always done. But you know, back then it was kind of a thing, being a single parent, and she gave us everything she had, and she did everything she could. We always, one of her mottos is, "You have everything you need to do whatever you need to do." Yes, and you know, she was a hustler. You know. Pops too, but mom, she held it down, you know, for a very long time by herself. You know?
One thing I've always wanted to know, because like I said, I did meet Gino Def, and then when you switched to Azim, was quite, you know, it wasn't too far after that. When did your family pick up the Muslim faith?
So my parents, I was a kid. I was born Muslim. So my father, they converted.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was born. Me and my siblings were born. Okay. They converted.
So I interviewed one of your Hamilton Park alumni. You know him. Shout out to Anwar. Shout out to Naja, the mistress. You know what I mean? But
can't forget about the baby.
Oh, dear. Oh, God.
Grown woman now, but yeah, the baby.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you done blew my mind.
A mother herself.
Really? Shout out. Man, I ain't seen her since she was a baby. Yeah. But Aziz, he spoke highly of your family. I don't know if you saw his interview, but yeah, he spoke highly of your family as far as the black assness in Hamilton Park. He said,
Mom didn't play.
Yeah, he said he learned a lot of his blackness by being at your home. You know what I'm saying? I mean, pretty much everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's Ramadan and just celebrating everything.
Yeah, mom was on Kwanzaa before everybody else. She had us taking, African history classes. We were true to it. Still are. But back then, when people were just getting into it, especially down south, we were ahead of the curve.
It's your girl Jazzy K with Super Tight TV. We want to thank everyone that's been watching. Hey, if you do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, also press the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video.
No, I'ma get some game tuned in with Super Tight. Yeah, I get the low from Big Bobo from the front seat, not no photos.